do what I just did. I tried to change a setting and ended the stream.
Oh, God. Oh, we're back.
Yeah, it's all right. We are back. My apologies there. But yes, and that just leaves Evie Falcon.
Yeah, I'm Ian. I'm playing Nerium, the tiefling druid, who is definitely not meant to be a specific pop culture.
Us.
50 quid says that it's Santa.
Let me get some milk and cookies. Sorry.
And we also have, who is not currently with us at this moment, Drunky Friend or Sleepy Friend, depending on.
Is sleepy or drunky?
Yeah. And he is a halfling monk, Dared Fleetfoot.
What? I thought his name was Alphonse.
Oh no, he. Like I'd said earlier, he managed to somehow delete everything. No, is
They
the
better undelete his name because I've already typed in Alphonse.
I actually see before I actually started the stream, I deleted that so I could wait and see what he was actually going to rename his character.
You never thought to tell me? No, that's fine. Just make me the liar.
It was kind of not something that was like a conscious thought to do. The thing is, I'm trying to type his character's name in, and I'm just making a complete cunt of it.
Yeah, I know. It's the potato chips watching.
So yes, so this campaign will last as long as it lasts. I don't know how long it'll go. It depends on the choices that the players decide to make. This could be one session. It could be one session. It could be the next 3 years. We do not yet know.
I'm breaking it this session.
Yay.
Drunky.
Welcome.
You need to change your nickname. You are no longer Dweeb.
He's always dweeb. Throughout
Don't tell him who he is.
Did you just assume his character?
I do not see Dweeb in the campaign list.
Really? Obviously you're not looking hard enough because there's copy of Dweeb right fucking there.
If you would like to refresh the campaign, you'll find that there is not.
I would not like to refresh the campaign.
editing after the fact.
There has not been since about 6 o'clock this afternoon.
Well, that's not true because it was still there while I was.
No, I moved it
Unsolved.
just before midnight. I moved it. I moved all the NPCs into another thing, so I can fudge.
Can't check the stats.
No, so I can fudge rolls.
Dun, dun, dun.
So that if they're traveling along as companions, I can.
May I give you some advice as a fellow DM? And I'm pretty sure that Drunky Friend can confirm. Now with this group,
Mm-hmm.
don't fudge your rolls. Just fuck them up.
Wow.
So tagged.
Feel free to just do that for Scott.
Oh no, he'll be fudging my rolls, and not in my favour. I already know this is happening.
You don't know that's
Rule
happening.
of betrayal. Do
Hey.
you not remember the conversation we had earlier?
You're not going to live to see session 2.
More than likely.
I have a peasant railgun with your name on it.
That's fine. I know how to get round the peasant railgun.
Is this a peasant with a railgun or a railgun that shoots peasants?
Neither.
A group of peasants that hand things really fast.
Quick breakdown about the peasant railgun for anyone who doesn't know. Peasant railgun was you could get a ton of peasants to stand in a line in order of initiative, and you would hand them a rock, and they would pass the rock after their full movement to someone else. Every round takes 6 seconds, so everyone goes within that 6 seconds. Meaning if you've got 100 peasants, and you pass a rock, and it travels 50,000 miles, that 50,000 miles happens in 6 seconds. Meaning when the last peasant lets go of it, it's travelling fast enough to say fuck you to everything you love.
Yeah, well, I think we might do the peasant railgun machine gun.
What, it just fires a bunch of peasants down the peasant rail?
No, just many rocks.
Okay. Rocks throwing peasants.
Yes, indeed. I lost my train of thought. Oh yes. But yeah, we don't know how long this campaign's going to last. Like I said, it could last one session. It could last for the next 2 years. Depending on the choices the players make. But a brief overview would be the players, their characters, are descendants of heroes of lore, well, heroes of Eld, whose identities have been lost to myth. So therefore, they do not know that they are the descendants of these heroes, but the time has come for them to be called to action. It's essentially I'm ripping off Zelda here, okay? I've got
Can
to.
I smash a pot?
Hey,
Uh,
I mean, we all like Zelda, right? Live so. It's gonna be
Hey,
okay.
I have seen some things that make me think people like Zelda a little bit too much.
But yes, essentially, you are all Link.
Or
Ev-
Linkle.
Except you, evil Scotsman. You're Tinkle.
I'm Ganon. Let's be honest, I'm Ganon. No matter how you look at it.
No, you're Tinkle.
Or one of the twins.
That would make you Navi.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
No,
That would literally make you Navi.
no. Impa.
Hey, listen. Hey, listen.
No,
hey,
no.
Hey, listen.
Impa.
Is that my pretty little princess?
Impa from Breath of the Wild. Clearly.
Navi.
But yeah, so you've all introduced your characters, except from Drunky Friend, but I've introduced this character for him, since he was not in the chat at the time. But, does anyone want to go into the backstory of their character?
Alright, so, there's like 2 parts, so the background part that I wrote as a custom was that there was an invasion in the land where the satyrs lived, or at least this group. There was an invasion by one kingdom to another, and they were just kind of in the way in the middle and had nothing to do with either side. But it pretty much wrecked the countryside, and they all fled in different directions, and then he was left alone. He wandered till he eventually found a bottle with a captured djinn, set him free, basically wanted magic powers, but the djinn was kind of low level, and could only basically give him the equivalent of level 1 sorcerer. But he said, but I could put a good word in with the boss if you want to make a pact. And so that's why he's also a level 1 warlock of the genie class, subclass.
I like it. I am a fan of that backstory.
He's writing notes. Oh,
What do you mean writing notes? My notes are being recorded for me right now. Anyone else?
if
I don't mind.
you'll go, I'll go.
No. I don't know. Knock yourself out.
So, when I was a young warthog.
Good one.
Well, I'm 150 years old. I have just gained sentience. I have spent the majority of my life around the neck of a small dwarf. He had an obsession with testicular-shaped objects.
Objection. The weevil is not small.
Compared to some of the people he was traveling with, he was not big.
But you said small dwarf.
Yeah, he's talking about Dwob, not Dweeb.
A damn
Bob
dwarf.
wasn't a dwarf. He wasn't a dwarf. He was every dwarf.
He was
No,
a dweeb.
After spending his early childhood traveling around with a big dwarf,
As opposed to Piggy.
That's right, baby.
he
As a
settled
scarf.
down- as a scarf, yes. He settled down in the frozen wasteland of one of the realms of hell with said dwarf, where he met lots of interesting people who came to make deals, mainly portraying to magic balls, where he thought it was quite neat. As he grew up and gained more intelligence and the ability to make comprehensive thought, he parted ways from Les Doigts and went on a search to find, just more neat stuff to look at, and found himself in the camp of some druids. Given the fact that I am a mimic, wild shape came naturally, so he spent time with the druids, just learning their ways, before going off on his adventure. He is looking for bitches.
I love how the last 3 Sunday campaigns have all been brought together by Dweeb.
What do you mean the last 3 Sunday? I think all my campaigns have had dweeb in it at some point. Ever since.
Yeah,
in fact,
but
all of them have had Sleepy in them.
well, the one that Sleepy DM'd, which was the last one that I streamed the campaign for, because I didn't know I was getting my ass handed to me with work. Dweeb was in. Dweeb played quite a critical role while we were in that city, for Crisp at least. Then Dweeb was in the last campaign, which just ended. And Dweeb's mimic friend is in this one as well. Maybe also Dweeb. We shall see.
Sometimes you just have to pay homage to a great character.
You do, yeah. I feel that.
Oh yeah, and one other thing. I'm currently looking for a one wish spell. For no reason at all.
Concerned about?
Don't be concerned. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Okay, I am done.
No worries. I'll go next. That's alright.
On you go.
So, my guy was kind of brought up in, like, not the nicest of, ways. He was taught that, being a bad person was a good thing, I guess. And he spent quite a few years locked up, so he's not really done too much. He's recently just got out and he wants to get away from that side of things, but he will do what needs to get done, even if it involves reverting back to his old ways. He's recently just kind of started on that path, so he's try to get away, start again, and try not be a horrible. Well, I wouldn't say he was a horrible person. He was just he liked to, let's say, take things from people. So yeah, try to right some wrongs and be good.
A lot of
And
different,
He was locked up for a while.
a lot of different ways you can go with that character.
Yeah. Been locked up for the past, let's say, 5-6 years maybe. So it's only recently just been set free. Has he done some shady stuff and get caught?
Path of redemption is either really long or
Wrong place, wrong time.
really short.
Oh, wrong place, wrong time.
Evie, Michi, Sleepy. Do any of you have any backstory you wish to share?
I rolled for mine on a table. I was kidnapped by a hag. And she raised me to escape, burnt her house down. Which also burnt down a large part of the surrounding forest, which I felt really guilty about. So now I'm super into controlling plants and growing them and using fight. And because guilt.
I like it.
You were forced to have a mother.
The hag part is the part that I rolled for. Built that. I'm not story.
Was it a loving household?
Not really.
Oh. Because it would be really shit if she like kidnapped you and gave you the best life ever and you're just like, fuck your house.
Per the backstory, she is evil and is still attempting to control my mind thoughts.
Sounds like a normal mother to me.
Hey, you asked if it was a happy household, not a normal one.
That is true.
It is also 100% my IRL household.
Yep. In fact, Jack,
Yes.
question for you.
Yes.
I kept my backstory fairly vague on locations,
Mm-hmm.
but are you wanting us to give you locations we're from? Or are you going to sort all of
That's up to you guys. If you want to, you can just DM me after the stream, and I will.
that? It's purely just so it's like, would it be meta knowledge to know that half a forest burnt down something?
I would assume that you would know of half a forest burning down. If it is within your general area, like your kind of region.
Can they
So
find a
happy you
scuba
just said
diver
that.
there?
Can they find a scuba diver there? Did you just say?
Yes.
Roll for it.
What? No, this
Scuba
is
divers will totally hang out in forests.
no. This is a legit thing.
It's a real thing.
The Australian Forest Service, they found a scuba diver in full scuba gear just in a tree.
I've seen that before. Yeah. They done that for an episode of CSI back in the day.
Well, they scooped them up while getting water to put out the fire.
Yeah.
It's a bit ironic, innit? You spend half your time in the water and you die in a fire in the forest.
This guy's sitting there just swimming, minding his own business. Next thing you know, he's eating unceremonious like dump into a freezing him.
Yeah, they done that. They done that for an episode of
Is that
CSI. I
a
remember.
story about the guy with the helicopter picked the water up for the
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was in it? Right, okay, yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they
I
stole this.
do remember that.
Yeah, now that you said that, it just kind of brought that back.
So, what would you like me to roll for?
Just a D2, or flip a coin.
Okay, I can't roll a d2 because I don't. I'll roll a d20, higher than 10, lower than 10.
That works.
I got 9.
No.
Damn.
See if you'd only have got higher than 10.
Wait. Can I add my history onto it?
Yeah.
In which case I've got an 8. What about deception?
What's your deception?
3.
If I add my deception to it, I would have 12.
It still didn't happen, but you were able to convince everyone around you that it did.
That's all I need. That's all.
I was going to say, do you have a preferred way that you would like us to roll, or do you trust us enough to tell you?
Preferably, you would roll in D&D Beyond, but if you want to use Discord, if you want to just physically roll dice, like if you start kind of taking the piss and it's like
It's like
20s all the time,
roll full d20s, I get that 20 every time.
then it's going to be you're rolling in
No, you didn't, yeah.
somewhere that can be seen.
Yeah.
I feel I can trust you guys, so.
Yeah, cool. Okay,
I was waiting for the evil laughter, honestly.
because of that laugh, I think Scott could be the only one that has to roll in D&D Beyond.
Wait, no.
The webcam on.
Webcam on.
I will legit roll on D&D Beyond because I'm lazy. My rolls aren't the
Touche, mate. Touche.
It's
the
what he
trust.
it's what he plans to do with the rolls.
Yes. Yeah. Sorry for sidetrack. I was just curious with the backstory of a burnt down forest. What do
Yep.
you know?
You would, if you are from the same region, you would indeed know. However, there is no scuba diver there.
But there is.
That only works on the character. That doesn't work on the DM.
There's a bottle of Jura if it works.
Extra safe.
Okay, so there was a scuba diver there.
It is now canon. He said it. Just like point out, I never said I would get my bottle of Jura. I just said there is a bottle of Jura.
That was mean.
I know.
I've not had a bottle of Jura in ages.
We'll get you a bottle of Jura at some point, don't worry.
Good. Sleepy or Michi? Do either of you have backstories that you want to share? I mean, I'm imagining Sleepy doesn't because he's like made his character like 20 minutes ago.
He ain't got no faith.
Ain't got no faith.
He ain't got no faith. I already got a backstory.
Oh,
You get that
yes.
backstory by now.
That's why I said that's great when Scott talked about the burning forest, because that was already in my backstory. Yeah.
He's got the full campaign in his backstory.
Yeah. You can go first, though, Michi, if you want.
Marbles came from a really poor litter, really poor family, which meant she had to take a lot of different kinds of jobs. The legality
Prostitute.
is on the fence, yes. She took just the wrong job, which led her to flee, but she's still obsessed with shiny things and things of value. And I think Marble's motto is probably, it's okay to do bad things for a good reason.
Like our characters are going to go on very, very well.
Yeah, we're gonna get along really well.
I mean, yours likes shiny things and mine likes stealing shiny things, so there we go.
As long as you convince me that what we're doing will protect plants in some way, I'm in.
Catnip is a plant. We should protect.
Yes, but that's all well and good until you try to sample some. Here, brutally murdering this family of 4 for 3 gold will protect the rainforest.
Tag save the cacti.
Yeah, they're really fun to run around with.
Okay.
And throw
Yeah.
people.
Sometimes they kill you when you come up, though.
Just something.
Can you sit on one? Oops.
Sometimes people give you
no.
gifts that hurt you.
I mean one of them. Here, have this prickly little thing.
I wanted to give you a little prick, but mine's out of commission right now. Have this one.
I'm liking it.
So, definitely not a rogue type beefy character.
A rogue type EV character?
Beefy.
Oh, no, I'm just an innocent
I'm
boy.
going
I
yet, Billy.
just want to make music, and that's it.
A bard that gets the 5-finger discount.
Yeah, you gotta charge for entertainment sometimes.
So Marbles has an offense.
I mean, she had to do a lot of things. Her family.
It could be worse, you could have a patron.
I can't like that.
Zeus has subscribed for 1 spell slot a week. So who does that leave?
That leaves Drunky Friend.
Okay. So, I guess I'll start with saying my name, since Jack butchered it. My name is Dayard. I am 3 feet tall. I was abandoned in the woods by my father for being nothing special. Nothing like the heroes of old. And I was raised by a unicorn with no horns.
Oh, a horse? Horse.
Excuse me, it was a unicorn. That's a
Are you sure? I mean, that's like me telling before my guy.
Hey, I'm just telling y'all what he knows.
I bet it was one of these stick-on horns that you buy from like Tesco.
Anyway, he taught me the ways of the woods until one morning I woke up and the forest was on fire. And I took that as a sign to make my own way in the world. It did not go well. I was half starving and stealing what I needed to do to survive, and I found a magic potion named Lunar Beams, aka Moonshine. And it let me speak to angels.
Ooh.
I was given a quest, and I set off on my way. And if I find my father along the way, that would be cool. Plenty to work with there, Jack. Have fun.
I found a picture of your unicorn. I put it in general.
So, from
I also have a picture of him if you would like.
That's for real, by the way. They figured out that they could, if they do like a little thing, they can make the two horns grow into one instead.
Find the picture of Sleepy's unicorn. Here we go. Ready?
so, Jack,
Yes,
you have interdimensional travel.
we
you
do
have
indeed.
tags with burning forests.
Yep.
You have hornless unicorns and absent fathers. You have OnlyFans accounts.
We've given you everything you could possibly.
Yeah.
I've got so much to work with. I'm looking forward to it.
Nobody has dead parents.
Yet.
That's what I mean.
You never know up here.
Like, Michi gave you a whole letter to slot.
I mean, my character's been in jail for the last 5 years, so for all I know, my parents are already dead.
And you can give me a touching reunion with the parents I was kidnapped from and then kill them immediately.
They fall into Para's gaping anus.
Yeah,
It was a tough few years in prison.
yeah, it really was.
Oh.
You can do whatever you want with my mum and no, I take that back.
You can do whatever you want with my mom and dad.
Like, as I was saying that sentence, I realised it's Sandy.
Listen, I walked into a shop today, just as it was closing. And the woman's like, listen, you only have about 30 seconds and then we're closing. I'm like, 30 seconds is all I need. Oh, shit.
But it,
Well,
I'm like, sorry, I don't know what I'm going to do with L25. She's
you fucking bet me to it. So I was going to say.
Yeah, I had to cry. Mimics do indeed have parents.
That's
A
good.
piece of plywood?
No,
Okay.
no. Basically, when a mimic gets big enough, it, gets rid of a bit of itself, which becomes a small mimic.
Oh. Like a worm.
Technically, going by that, all mimics are the same.
No.
But
Yeah, they just go to play.
that is not that I do not have that background. I came from a card.
Oh god.
Someone built the card and went, "It's time to duel." Wore me like a scarf.
Oh.
I kept his neck warm. Didn't strangle him. Then some numpty fed me a ear. It's weird.
Go on, I'm getting flashbacks.
Right. The next thing I wish to do is I would like one of yous. Let's go top to bottom in the chat. So first would be Sleepy.
Sleepy, you're fine at the top.
I'm about to change my name and you'll still be on top.
Was bottom, it's fine.
Sleepy, could you in Discord roll a D18 for me, please?
Nope.
What do you mean, and me?
At all 8.
8. Would you give yourself a proficiency in acrobatics, please?
I already have proficiency in acrobatics.
That's expertise then.
Expertise, baby.
Yep.
I'll take it. Thank you kindly.
And give me uno momento. Well, I go and
Touch myself. Oh.
oh, let me sign into Google first. Would help.
Yes, I finally changed it. I am. No, mimics don't have incest. It's
But technically,
they breed the same way a single cell organism does. They look at part of themselves and go, nah.
can we get a vibe check on Evie?
Got what? Check on Evie?
I think a vibe check. I think Evie saw a spider or something. I'm just gonna say.
Yeah, she screamed. And then, are you okay? She said no.
Everyone
And
just
then I
knocked.
screamed.
She napalmed herself again, I'm guessing.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Or the cat attacked them.
No, it was the napalm.
Nah. Are you okay?
Okay.
On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being you are not going to survive this, 1 being, tis but a flesh wound.
Well, there would need to still be flesh there for it to be a flesh wound.
Oh.
Ooh.
So we're probably looking at about a 2 or a 3.
Is it
Yeah.
It
still
just-
attached to you?
It dripped through the wreath, which is hanging off the edge of the table, and like covered at least 6 square inches of my leg and dripped down my leg.
Ow.
Question, no. Here's a question. Did it have to?
No.
Then you're fine.
You need like that low heat glue.
This isn't the one I normally use. This one is like apparently heavy fucking duty. Everything hurts.
It will stick.
That's not good. But is the wreath holding together? That's important.
I mean, yeah, no, this shit's not going anywhere.
Well, at least
I definitely just took off a layer of skin getting that off of my leg.
suffering for a reason, at least, I guess.
Also, I got a nice wax.
Oh my god.
For free. It only hurts slightly more than normal.
Oh, you're nice and smooth. Did you wax? Yeah, what you use? Napalm. No.
Like, if someone breaks into my house, I'm just gonna plug this shit in and wait for them.
Plug it in, then they run into your room, and then you go like that. You know, you go back inside, you go back in, and then you see it.
You've gone completely quiet.
I did.
Yes. Very.
Oh, but no.
That's much better.
Yeah.
No. She waits till they break in the room. She just goes, Alexa. Shit, I just realized my.
Just go with it.
Google Home. Play Fortune, son. Into black. Just play
Oh,
Vietnam.
that song. Oh.
So, did Jack die?
No, I'm still here. I was wincing in pain at the thought of waxing with hot glue.
Do you want to wax yourself?
No,
Oh my god.
not particularly.
No,
I can tell you tried it, mate.
I've done it with duct tape.
Yeah,
That's nothing.
the top left. The one with 4 eyes. Because mimic have multiple eyes.
A big juicy tongue.
Sometimes. Sometimes. Not so much.
Oh.
Right, Evil Scotsman.
It is rib. Yes.
Could I have a D18 rolled, please?
No.
And the game breaking begins.
Got to turn my keyboard back on. I got a 4.
You got a 4. Do you? What do you have for deception?
For deception, I have proficiency.
You now have expertise.
You just Oh, wait, no, I've already got expertise on
There it is.
perception.
Oh well, I've just shuffled the list. So what about performance? Because that's now at 4.
Okay. Performance.
If you have no proficiency, make it a proficiency. If you already have proficiency, make it an expertise.
That literally done nothing for me. It changed it from a -1 to a +1. I rolled it.
Who is next on the list? F.
Okey-doke. 1d18. 10.
10. Nature.
I have nothing for nature.
You now have proficiency.
Alright.
Then it.
How to change it?
Uh,
Wait, I'm looking at the wrong character sheet. That's two. Someone else has the same color as my sheet.
To answer your question, no. As a mimic, I cannot change into anything. There's a few things that I'm supposed to be able to change into it, but I have had a word with the DM, and I am forsaking absolutely everything in turn for Gelatinous Cube.
That's how you do it. Skill proficiency level.
So next up would be Michi.
Present.
Could I get a D18 in the chat, please? That is 7.
7. Lucky 7.
Persuasion.
Nature does make sense for a satyr.
You have proficiency, so you can change that to expertise.
Yay. Yeah, I guess I did it right. Maybe. Oh, it's blue now. So, okay.
Yep.
I did it right.
And next up is Evie.
She needs to find some fire resistance.
Yeah.
We actually dealt with that earlier.
It didn't work.
Well, it did because we removed it. And yeah, it has removed.
That would
But
be
don't test the poison.
performance. Do you have proficiency or expertise in performance?
She's napalmed herself again, probably.
He does not.
No,
Still recovering from.
I am putting on aloe.
Hmm.
It hurts. I don't have proficiency.
Right, you do now.
Okay.
That just leaves you, Para.
Yep, we call this, right? Let's see if I get my lucky number. Damn it. 15 though.
Normally, when you say you're going to call something, you actually have to call it before rolling.
Yeah, it was 13, but yeah.
15 would be acrobatics.
I am not proficient in that.
You are now.
Now, kind of like Vor, but not quite like Vor.
Oh,
There you
okay.
go.
That's something that I had to hear you say.
Now back to the top. This time, I would like a D100.
Oh boy.
at the same time? Does everyone roll? Okay.
Let's see, so 73.
I got 77.
Drunky friend, you get a potion of speed.
Yay.
83. Michi, you get a deck of far too many things.
That's amazing. Hell yeah.
I have a whole deck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no. What have you done?
Oh no.
71.
You're 2 seconds. If you got 35,
Yep.
you get the robe of useful items. Why did you roll a D77?
I was trying to force a 77. Did not work.
See,
I got
72.
71.
72. Evie, you get a +1 shield.
Ooh. He's game.
Oh, boy.
And Evil Scotsman, you get Red Corundum, which is an elemental gem.
Can I roll again? Alright, moving on.
Yeah, can we call him Mulligan?
So what did I get?
Red,
Red Corundum. Corundum.
COR.
UNDUM.
Wait, am I adding it myself to my inventory, or are you putting it on there? Or
I can add
like
it.
a custom item?
Yeah, make a custom item.
Okay.
How much is it worth? Jack.
Hold on, finding out.
2 hand jobs.
From who?
me.
That's the main question.
That's the cheaper option. Where's the more expensive one?
It does not say.
'Cause normally these sort of things, like, have a value.
This gem contains a mote of elemental energy. When you use an action to break the gem, an elemental is summoned as if you had cast the Conjure Elemental spell, and the gem's magic is lost.
Okay.
It is a single-use item to conjure an elemental. You have Red Corundum,
Mental grant a wish.
maybe, but it's a fire elemental.
A fire wish. Okay. As added.
Now what I'm going to do is...
You need to do me. You don't do me.
I didn't do
No, I get 90.
90.
You get chlamydia.
You get the Wand of Magic Missiles.
Ooh.
Yeah.
My boyfriend has more to magic missiles.
It just has that one shot, though, right?
Yeah, I was about to ask how many charges does it have?
It regains 1d1 charge at midday.
Depends on how well it's polished.
Oh my god, alright. Alright.
You started this.
I did.
Don't need to cast guidance on this bad boy.
Oh my god. Need a marshmallow.
You want to play Stuffy Bunny?
Oh. Now,
Scott, that link that I sent you is the artist art.
Ah. For the
The Twitter. Yeah.
ways, I will use that for crediting purposes. Everyone's artwork is on my stream.
oh, yes, Athenian, there will be cards in this one as well.
Oh God.
Can I draw one now?
No, because I do not actually have a list for the deck for too many things yet.
I have just a blank deck right now.
You have a blank deck until
Well, it's a big deck.
Oh my god.
I mean, with a blank deck, you could do quite a few impressive magic tricks with that.
Is this your card?
Oh, yes, it is.
But yes, the deck of Far Too Many Things in this campaign will be very similar to the deck of Far Too Many Things in the previous campaign, minus all the Kevin cards.
I cannot wait.
Thank
All the
you.
All the Kevin cards are replaced by more death.
Can I point out that Brandis,
Mhm.
you've literally just said you can't wait.
Yeah.
Where's that when you're not billing them on Tuesday?
You know,
Yeah. Yep.
So, like, it's good. It's good in the new campaign, but see, in the campaign.
Wait. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. Is
Uh-huh.
it because that you have been playing this character for almost a year?
No,
And you're
it's
working
actually
on it.
because the last time I pulled a card, it bloody brung a box, and I touched the box.
The box. You
Yeah, I
cut
cut the
into
box.
it.
I stabbed the box, and I'm also being hunted because of one of the.
I mean, to be fair, you could just not stab the thing that comes out of the cards.
Hey, and it was a box, alright? And I wanted to know what was in it, so I stabbed it. I got excited. I thought it took me back to my childhood Christmas days. I just wanted to open it.
Here's the problem. The thing that's hunting you was not because of the box. Was not
It
because.
was the mirror that I licked all the candy off, wasn't it?
Nope. Nothing to do with that either. It was already hunting you.
No.
Just saying.
Well,
And when it catches up with you,
I think I should say.
you will get to experience the fight that they had at the end of the last session.
Mm.
You may have missed it then, but you won't miss it this time.
I have a question. Who's rolling to determine what is on this robe? Are you going to do it, or am I? Do you want me to do the work? In other words, are you going to do it? That's good. Because apparently the patches are supposed to be predetermined before they're pulled.
Every patch is a condom.
Oh my god.
there's a table there that tells you.
Yeah, on the table it says either you or the GM do it. That's what he's asking.
I'll do it.
Uh,
I will do that at the end of this session and add it to my spreadsheets.
Well, if he's doing it, you may have pointed out that every patch is now a condom with a hole in the middle.
Oh my god.
For
Got that
ventilation
magic missile.
purposes.
He can't miss.
Yeah, that is all of the dice rolling things needed to be done. I had something else in mind, and I cannot no longer remember what it was. Which is fantastic. I should have put down notes to remind myself. No, it's gone.
Was it the part where you gave each of us one wish?
No, it was definitely not that.
Can it be that though?
No.
What about just me?
Oh, I remember what it was. Everyone starts off with inspiration.
I'm inspired to ask for a wish.
You have now just used up your inspiration, and the answer is still no.
That's maybe. I'll get one soon. Though.
I'm kidding, you still keep your inspiration. Oh yeah, I remember what it was. House rules. I will roll death saves for you, so that there's no metagaming within that. And fall damage is 1d6 for every 10 feet. It was 1d6 we said, wasn't it, Josh?
Yes.
Yep, 1d6 for every 10 feet.
Because it's either that or you go.
And it
rules
stacks.
are written, and it doubles every time.
Yeah.
So it'd be 10 feet, 6, 20 feet is 3. Yeah.
Still max out of the 20.
No, well, if you look at the rules as written, the max now at 20 means that it's still 20 plus 19 plus. The way it works out is you double it every time it goes up and then add them all together. So from 10 foot to 20 foot, you would go 10, which is 6, so that's 1d6, and then at 20, that's 2d6. So you would add both of them together to get 3d6 from a 20 foot drop. It is very poorly worded.
Also, at the end of the last campaign, our DM, the Evil Scotsman, added in the grit mechanic. That will be available for you to use during boss fights. However,
What's that?
if you go down to 0 health, instead of doing death saves, you come back with full health, but you will die at the end of the battle.
What it means is that you get back up and continue fighting, but no matter what happens, at the end of that fight, you die. You get your character is gone, there's no saving throws, there's no bringing them back. You have fought with a mortal wound and succumbed.
Could you watch me do it?
And I will also be using the click mechanic,
Oh.
Put the marshmallows.
which has been introduced to me again by the DM Evil Scotsman. So those are the house rules. Click, grit, how we do fall damage, and I will do the death saves so that you can't metagame it. So that you don't just go, oh well, they've got 2 death saves left, it's fine. You just don't know. And yeah, I believe that's everything I have for this just now. Are you all excited for the sessions to start proper? The campaign?
Yes.
Just to confirm, improv action is still going to be very much allowed, correct?
I hope that you use improv stuff, yes.
Oh,
Oh no.
That's what makes D&D fun.
yes, I'm very much looking forward to this.
However, what you're going to improv is not really
I'm not
improv because
talking
you've
about that.
already told me about it.
I'm not talking about that. I'm still 3 levels shy of doing that one. I do have a 15-foot reach with smite
Oh,
of the thunderous variety.
I'm just trying to think of anything else. Oh yes, you are absolutely free to change your spell. Any casters, you can change your spells' names. And if you wish to change the element, let me know. As long as it fits for flavor and stuff.
There is one I would like to change.
Oh, really?
Yes.
You can't make it a wish spell.
I wasn't going to. The damage I would like to change is for Eldritch Blast.
From force to.
I've just rolled it instead. I'm not sure yet, but probably acid.
Let me know just to be sure.
It would probably be acid for like the fact that I'm a mimic. Stomach acid.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Deal. Like I'm not trying to get it psychic or anything that's completely like impossible to be immune to. It's just probably more likely going to be acid.
That's fine.
I'm not sure yet. Like,
You can absolutely let you have that.
Evie wants to be able to fire hot glue at people.
Look, it's effective as fuck.
Can you remind me again how long 10 minutes is in the game? Is that like
10 minutes?
Long.
That's like 1 minute is 10 rounds.
Yeah.
So it's 100 rounds in combat.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For 10
Each round's
minutes.
only 6 seconds.
Oh shit.
So now if you have something that's 10-minute cast time and you're
No.
in combat, forget
Yeah.
it. Just forget
No,
it.
I have bardic inspiration, which
Oh, yeah,
helps for like 10 minutes.
Then yes, that would be 100 rounds of combat.
Damn. Okay.
It's like, see some of the spells and stuff, it's like concentration up to 1 hour. They last, like,
Well,
long
That's
ass.
for out of combat, you're walking around, you're doing
Yeah.
they're all well and good until you get hit, and then fail your concentration check. But yeah, having something for 10 minutes is great.
Hmm.
Having to cast something for 10 minutes, you just can't.
Yeah.
There's,
Yeah.
there's no way in hell you're going to be able to get that
Yeah.
cast
It's,
during the
it,
fight.
it says here 1 hour is roughly equivalent to 25 minutes in game time.
So yeah, if that is everything, any questions you guys have?
Yeah,
Yes. And you go.
Can I have a purse spell that heals me 2 HP? What's up, Cal? What you think about it?
A per spell.
Yeah.
The only
You know it doesn't work on cats, right? Like it
Oh
works.
my god.
Cats do it for other people.
It's like lay on hands, but lay on per, and I'm laying on
Yes, but that happens for other people.
But you could, like, flavor text Leon.
yeah, you can flavor text lay on hands for that.
I don't have
You don't have the on hands, you're not.
Oh.
hard.
You guys want to see the wreath that tried to kill me? It's almost finished.
Sure.
Heck yeah.
I gave skin for this thing.
You never said any of your spells.
What?
You should have spells.
I should. I thought I was a music cat. Oh my god. Oh, I
I-
wondered. Okay, wait a minute. How do I do that? I did that. That's a level 3, isn't it?
Let me look. Hold on.
I think so.
No, you have spell casting as a class feature.
Well, it does say first level. I'm here. I have no known spells. Oh my god.
2 cantrips and 3.
Alright, let me look for my purse spell. Oh my god.
That would definitely be healing word then.
You can click it to only show cantrips or only show the other ones if you want, once you fill them.
But yes, if you have a healing spell, you can definitely call it par.
Okay,
Okay,
just
thank you.
something I would like to add. This is directed exactly at Sleepy. Purely because I'm trying to type it out. It's taking too long. The arcane experimentalist background that Jack made, that he asked us to test, would allow
Yeah.
you to do that regardless of your class. It is available as soon as you get your third tier spell slots, which is level 5, if I remember correctly, and then you can do the
I need the cow thing.
well, there you go.
Yep.
Summon creatures.
Coming.
But yeah, with his homebrew thing, it is there. I'll tell you another one very soon, just for, 'cause I think you will appreciate it. But I'll tell you after the stream.
Sounds good, man.
Oh, it's sexy. It is like, literally, someone has taken an orgasm and all that shit and put it in a D&D spell. It's called Leon Hands.
Yep. Any other questions from you guys?
Say, if I wanted to spend 120 days in game doing nothing, could I? There's absolutely no reason I would ever want to do this.
Oh, there is definitely a reason. I know exactly what the reason is, and if you could find a way that it would make sense, then absolutely you can spend 120 days doing diddly squat.
I will need to save up a lot of money so I can pay all them to do 120 days of fuck all with me. Thanks.
Couldn't you just become a scarf again and have one of us carry you for 120 days?
Well, that would be entirely up to the DM since I gave all of my shaping abilities over for the chance to become nothing but gelatinous cube.
Do you know what? You spent enough time as a scarf that you would still know how to become a scarf.
Okay. Then yes.
I will wear you.
Oh, yeah.
Wear you like a glove.
Like a hat.
Question is, who's wearing who?
Look at my grid factory accessory.
And lastly, oh, were you going to say something?
I didn't hear anybody.
I thought Sleepy was going to say something.
Nope. Nope. Holding it.
And lastly, any questions from chat?
Why do birds sleep? Anytime I drink beer, it's just like me. They long to be seeing too.
Is this your theme? Yeah.
No, no, you heard Matthew Miller.
I also heard my theme earlier as well.
Don't touch the ground.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I think is that us?
Yes, I believe that is us for this week. Next week we will be getting into the campaign proper, where everyone will be just finishing their first quest and leveling up, which is why I had them all make level 2 characters, because by the time they control their characters they are level 2. Saves making a level 1 character then instantly leveling it up.
You could have just said you're starting at level 2.
I know, but story. Shush.
Just saying.
And we will pick it up from after they've finished their first quest. And so yeah, that has been it from us here at Gaming Can. As always, I've been Jack. I've been joined by the Sunday D&D players. And as always, there's always room for you here at Gaming Can if you want to be our friend. And as I say far too often in these times, stay safe out there.